Hey, what's up guys? So today I want to talk about Sony's Venom movie. More specifically, the rumor that we got last week that Spider-Man Tom Holland was actually on set and will be shooting scenes for Venom. And then I believe he kind of retracted what he said and really meant to say that Tom Holland is on set and that Peter Parker will be the one in the movie, not Spider-Man. So this is a rumor, so I'm just taking it with a grain of salt, but this is honestly the smartest thing that Sony could do for the Venom movie. But I'll get into that in a little bit. I just want to talk about some other stuff about the movie first. So I've already put it out there that I did not want this movie to be made. I was totally not on board, and I didn't think we needed a Venom movie, especially one that wouldn't be connected to the MCU. We were told that it wouldn't be an MCU, and then we were told that it would be MCU adjacent, and then we were told off that it will have no connections to the MCU. So I think any fan would be upset to hear that one of Spidey's greatest villains and just an overall awesome character in general would never get to meet Spidey and the current one that we have in the MCU. But the movie kept on moving forward, but then one of the greatest and most unexpected things happened, which was the casting of Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock / Venom, which is insane, guys, because Tom Hardy is a really great actor and he's very selective of the roles that he chooses to take on. So this gave me a lot of hope for the movie and the direction that it would be going. We now know that the movie will be based on the Lethal Protector and the Planet of the Symbiotes storyline, which was basically Spider-Man making a deal with Venom that if he were to leave New York, then Spider-Man would leave him alone for good. And so Eddie Brock accepts and moves to San Francisco. And the Planet of the Symbiote is pretty crazy. It's basically Eddie Brock getting separated from the symbiote, and the symbiote goes crazy and sends out this message to other symbiotes, and basically it's a symbiote invasion. Yeah, so I'm expecting this movie to get pretty real, and if this rumor is true, then that means that the Venom movie will be somehow connected to the MCU. I'm thinking it's gonna be kind of like Marvel TV, how it's loosely but still connected to the larger cinematic universe. So it's on everyone's mind how Tom Holland's Spider-Man will be used in the movie. So this begs the question of how the Venom symbiote will first come in contact with Spider-Man. We all know you can't have Venom without having Spider-Man in some kind of capacity. We know the symbiote comes from outer space, and we are getting a little movie that should make that possible. Infinity War will be coming out a couple months before Venom releases, and that could be where we get introduced to the symbiote, or maybe that'll be the explanation of how it gets to Earth possibly. Whether or not we actually get to see Spidey rocking the black suit is still unknown. There's a ton of secrecy around this movie, and they're really trying their best to keep everything under wraps, so you can definitely expect something very crazy to happen. I'm very curious to how they are going to handle the whole Spider-Man aspect of things, because you can't really have Venom without having Spider-Man, especially due to Venom's power set. He gets those powers mainly from Spider-Man, from the symbiote bonding with Peter Parker and, you know, gaining those spider powers and then transferring it over to Eddie Brock. So I'm very curious on how they are going to handle that with whatever amount of, you know, Spidey they do choose to use in that movie, or in any way. Maybe somebody somewhere gets a piece of the symbiote after the events of Infinity War and, you know, tamper with it and try testing it and stuff, and maybe they're able to get Spider-Man's DNA and, you know, use it with the Venom symbiote, and then that's how, you know, this happens. And that's, you know, my whole thing if Spider-Man isn't actually in the movie. But that's just so like deep. I don't think that Marvel would do that, or, you know, Sony would do that. Well, actually Sony probably would do that, but I have my fingers crossed for a scene with Spider-Man in the black suit, because that would be awesome, guys. So yeah, are you guys hyped for the movie now? Because I've got to be honest, I'm kind of catching the hype train. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below, and let me know your own theories about the Venom movie. I'd love to hear them. If I got anything wrong, or if there's any other details that I left out, please let me know. So if you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment, and if you want, subscribe. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.